We are taught to fear Medusa as a hideous, snake-haired monster who turned innocent men to stone with a single glance. But the original ancient texts reveal a far darker truth. Medusa was never the villain of her story. She was the victim of a brutal divine betrayal. Long before she became a nightmare, Medusa was a mortal woman famed throughout Greece for her breathtaking, unmatched beauty. Her most stunning feature was her long, cascading hair, which drew admirers from every corner of the Mediterranean. Hoping to live a life of purity and devotion, she committed herself as a maiden priestess to Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war. To serve in Athena's sacred temple, Medusa took a solemn vow of lifelong chastity, promising her body and soul only to the goddess. But in ancient Greece, a mortal woman's beauty was often a curse that invited the unwanted gaze of powerful, reckless gods. Poseidon, the god of the sea and Athena's bitterest rival, noticed Medusa's beauty and decided to take her for himself. In a deliberate act of disrespect to Athena, Poseidon cornered Medusa inside the sacred sanctuary of the goddess's own temple. Despite her desperate prayers for divine protection, Medusa was violently assaulted by the sea god directly on Athena's holy altar. In the aftermath of the assault, Medusa lay weeping on the stone floor, expecting her goddess to strike down the ocean deity. Instead of punishing Poseidon, Athena directed her absolute, blinding rage entirely at her traumatized priestess. Because Athena could not easily wage war against a fellow Olympian powerhouse like Poseidon, Medusa became the scapegoat. To cleanse her defiled temple, Athena decided to inflict a punishment of unthinkable, agonizing cruelty on the victim. Athena targeted Medusa's most celebrated feature, transforming her beautiful flowing locks into a writhing nest of venomous vipers. Her soft, alluring skin was instantly withered into a cold, reptilian hide of scales and pale green decay. Her once captivating eyes were cursed with a terrible, fatal power that would instantly turn any living creature to solid stone. With this transformation, Athena ensured that Medusa would never again receive a warm embrace, loving look, or human touch. Exiled to the edges of the known world, Medusa was forced to live in absolute solitude, hidden deep within a dark, cavernous wasteland. The surrounding landscape became a grim, silent graveyard of petrified warriors who had dared to seek her out. But the tragedy of Medusa did not end with her isolation. The gods of Olympus were still not finished with her. The mortal hero Perseus was sent on a desperate quest to claim her severed head as a trophy to prove his worth. Perseus did not face this monster alone. He was heavily armed with legendary weapons gifted directly by the gods. Athena herself guided Perseus, providing her own highly polished shield to bypass Medusa's deadly gaze. Using the reflective surface of the shield, Perseus navigated the dark cavern without ever looking directly at her face. As Medusa lay sleeping, exhausted by centuries of loneliness and torment, Perseus crept silently into her inner chamber. With a single, swift strike of his divine blade, Perseus decapitated the sleeping priestess, ending her tragic mortal life. Even in death, Medusa's cursed body yielded wonders, proving her sacred nature had never truly been destroyed. From her severed neck sprang Pegasus, the pure, winged horse, and Chrysaor, a giant wielding a golden sword. These children, fathered by Poseidon during the assault, had been trapped inside her cursed form for centuries. Perseus quickly bagged Medusa's severed head, which miraculously retained its terrifying petrifying power, even after death. He used her severed head as a biological weapon, turning his enemies to stone before ultimately handing it over to Athena. Athena affixed Medusa's petrifying face onto her own personal breastplate, the Aegis, to terrify her enemies in battle. The very goddess who had cursed Medusa for being violated now wore her victim's face as a tool of war. This cruel irony cemented Medusa's fate, turning her tragic life into a permanent symbol of divine authority. For thousands of years, classical art and literature framed Medusa as a hideous beast who deserved her violent end. But modern scholars and feminist writers have re-examined the ancient texts, uncovering the layers of victim blaming in her myth. Today, Medusa is no longer seen as a simple monster, but as a powerful symbol of female survival and rage against systemic abuse. The tragedy of Medusa reminds us that the real monsters of myth were not the creatures hidden in caves, but the cruel, untouchable gods who created them.